Hi everybody, this is Dr. Bryant, host of Field Talk. I want to talk about isolation. The thing is, sometimes it is necessary for you to find the time for yourself. It is a way of being able to be alone, get your head straight, being able to process your thinking, and most important, just being able to not put yourself in a situation where you could be, well, let's just say that irritant to other people, specifically family members. So do not be afraid to isolate yourself. Put yourself, have a man cave, go play golf. There's so many things you can do. Go take a drive. Sometimes as a veteran, a first responder, or anybody who has various traumatic triggers, do not be afraid to put yourself and separate from others. Put yourself in a place where you could be alone. I went as far as traveling, and I'm not just saying for a weekend. I actually ended up in another country, and I isolated myself to the point where I just needed to get away. And I'm be honest with you, I went through a lot of crap for that. Family members, friends, people questioning why I did it. I mean, people all had something to say at every moment in the beginning because I was gone a while. If you follow my podcast, you'll see some of the places I've been. But the thing is, I always talk about this, is that I am accountable for me. And I felt I was getting to a place that I wasn't going to return from. So I had to make a choice. And even though I tried to do different things, I tried to distract myself, I tried to volunteer, I tried to be on committees, I tried to go to church and be involved. I tried to do so many things, and I just kept cycling back. And things were just not happening for me. And that's me, because that was how I wasn't able to manage it. Maybe it will work for you. Maybe something that you might do will be enough. Because the things that I was doing, I would attempt it, and it just wasn't enough. I was in a motorcycle club, and even though I was involved, I loved my friends, the rides, the things we would do, the community service. Again, it was all wrapped up in one, and yet it got to a point, even as I sort of rose up in leadership, it wasn't enough. So it got to a point where I had to make some decisions, and those decisions were very difficult. But I knew, based on looking to my flanks and knowing some of my brothers from the Ranger units and how they made a decision that they did not come back from, I felt that I had to do something to protect me and not allow myself to fall into a circumstance that basically I wouldn't come back from, right? That's basically what happens in many cases. 22 a day, right? So I'm just trying to communicate to you that there's nothing wrong with making some hard decisions. If you need to talk to a family member and say you need to take a break, explain why. Explain why it's necessary for you to take the drive. If you need a little longer, explain why you need to go away for the weekend. If you need longer than that, explain why you have to take time off from work to be able to find yourself somewhere else. But the most important thing is find a place that you will be able to have that time to process, have that time to breathe, have that time to be able to do whatever it is you need to do. Meditate, yoga, play golf, whatever works for you. Hopefully you figure that out, but put yourself in that place. And again, you are the one accountable for yourself. So don't let anybody take that away. That responsibility at the end of the day is yours. not the therapist, not the psychiatrist, not the psychologist, none of those people at VA, none of those people that you might be required to see, not family members, not friends. It's your responsibility. You are accountable because you know yourself best. And by that, you have to be able to make decisions that's best for you. That's my word. I'm Dr. Bryant. And remember, somebody's always listening, even though that someone's not just me. Take it easy.